Hey there, welcome to another render demo, how to draw a video tutorial. Today I'll be showing you how to draw a horse. All right, so let's get started. The first step that we're gonna do, our horse is gonna be standing on his four legs sideways. So in the middle of the page, we're gonna draw a couple circles. So these are gonna be kind of like where the front shoulder blade's gonna be. And this is, the second one's going to be where the rear legs are going to be. So we're going to separate them. If this is the size of your first circle, about half of that, we'll start the second circle, and they'll roughly be about the same size, like that. Okay, the next step, we're going to draw the head over here, pointed to the left. And what I'll start doing first though is I'm going to draw a curve. So it's going to come from about here, so about 45-degree angle towards the left. So I'm going to come off of this corner right here. All right, and we're going to come up like this. Okay, and then this is going to come down a bit. So underneath the tops of the circles, this line's going to come down just a little bit, and then it's going to follow that like that. And then we can do the same from below. So what we're going to do is we're going to curve this like this. So this is the belly. So we're going to come down. So if these are your points here, you drew a line, and come below that line a little bit. And then we're going to come up and into the circle a little bit like that. Okay, and then we're going to draw the neck. So from this corner of the circle here, this edge, we're going to come up to right about here, like that. It's going to have a curve towards the left like this. Okay, so now we'll draw the head. So we're going to draw a round curve shape there, and then the head's going to be kind of angled downward a little bit. All right, so from right about here, we're going to go to the left, and we're going to kind of come down like this, something like that, and we're going to round the snout area like this. It's going to come back on itself a little bit, and then we're going to curve this upward. So if you need to, pause, watch what I do, and then pause to get the right shape, go ahead and do that. I think that'll help a lot. All right, so we have our head, the neck, the main part of the body. And what I'll do now is I'm going to draw the front legs, meaning the ones that are in front of us here, closest to us, and then we'll draw the rear, visually the rear legs that are further behind on the other side of the horse. So for the first leg, we're going to draw the front one, and what we're going to do is, you see this curve here, we're going to almost like extend that down like this. Okay, come down. So it's going to be at a slight angle over to the right, just slightly. And at the same time, if you want to kind of take this here, just so we have an idea, you can almost go from where this circle is, somewhere about here. Make sure you have a decent amount of thickness up here. This will almost come straight down. Okay, something like this. Now, if you want to know how far down to go, because you really don't want to have short legs like a pony or really long legs like a giraffe. So I would take your circle, and the height of this circle, I would just almost bring that back down, and that'll give you a good distance to kind of measure. So if we take this distance here, we put that there, then we'll know right about here is where the ground is going to be. I'll just draw kind of like a faint line like that. Okay, so I stopped just before the edge, right? So because now we're going to draw the hoof. So this is kind of like we're going to round this piece right here, and we're going to come forward a bit like this. right? And that's where the hoof is going to be, like this. And then we'll come back like this. And we'll kind of tidy up some stuff if you want. All right, so that's kind of our front leg. All right, now we'll draw the back leg. Now this one's gonna, this one's almost straight down, right? So this one here, the top portion is gonna be kind of like if this was the center of the circle, okay? We're gonna kind of come like down this way a little bit, and then it'll come down. And if you want to use the furthest back part of your circle here and draw almost like a faint line down like that, that's where the back leg is going to be, kind of like this part here is going to be straight and vertical in a sense. So maybe we can even start with that. Let's try that. So we'll come down like this. Okay, so right about here halfway, somewhere around there, even a little bit higher up, we will curve this in like this, like that. And then over here, where we drew this little curve, we're gonna come up from that, and we're gonna come over towards this direction, like this. And this will be a curve like this to the left, like that. And then we'll draw a similar hoof shape like that over here. So we stopped here, and we'll come down like that, flat at the bottom, kind of hook this over, and come up like that. Okay, so then we got our front leg and our rear leg that's in front of us visually. Let's go ahead and draw the cheek. So we'll come here, start up there. This will be rounded, and we'll come up almost to the top like this, just like that. And then we'll draw a little eye right about here. So if you almost draw this line up, almost come, like see the neckline here, draw that up like that, an invisible line, and then that'll kind of give you where the eye location is going to be. Something like that. And then we'll draw the ear. I'm going to come off of this line like this, and we're going to point the ear kind of forward a little bit, like that. Cool. All right, the next step, let's draw the tail. So what I'm going to do with this tail is about here, okay, we're going to come out. So I'm going to come out like this, come down, and then I'll draw another like pointy shape like this. And you can kind of have some fun and draw some cool shape here. And then, but don't, just remember, it gets a little bit thicker, and it comes to a narrower, a smaller tail shape here, okay? So remember that. So we'll come up like this, and then this can get kind of wider and like a little bit more hairier over here, right? Okay, and then we'll draw some, you have your tail hairs like that. Let's draw the hair where the eye is. So I'm going to start where my ear is. I'm going to hook this over, and then I'm going to come back up like that. And I'm going to put another piece like this, and then I'm going to continue that hair along its back, just kind of like do some curves like this. And these will go all the way to right about here, like that. And then on the other side, the hairs on the other side, we'll have this kind of hook forward like this, and we'll come down like this, down like that. There we go. We got some hair kind of folded over to the other side of the head on the back side. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now for the neck, I'm just going to extend off of the front leg and then come up, and we're going to go up to about here. So I'm going to start narrow here, and we're going to go up over here like this. Okay, and we'll get those back legs in. Okay, so the back legs are going to be, this one's going to be, or the other one on the other side is going to be to the right a little bit, and on the hind leg it's going to be on the left a little bit. Okay, and it's going to be further back. So instead of drawing it on this line, we're going to draw a second line over here, and the other leg on the other side is going to be on this line. Okay, so we'll try to take this same shape and we'll try to replicate that over here. Okay, so we'll kind of come down like this, and remember the hoof, the lower part of the hoof is going to be here. Okay, so we're going to have to come up, right? So we'll go, so over here we're going to kind of come up like this. All right, and then this is kind of coming like this and like that. All right, there's the front leg on the back side there. And then we'll take this and almost make a copy of this over here, a little bit smaller, and it's going to be resting on this line here. So what I'll do is I'll take this shape here, and I'm going to mirror that over here. Kind of come down like this, like that. Hook this forward, like that. I'll do the same distance like this, kind of come up, and then I'll hook back like that, and just like this. So there's our other hoof on the other side. Okay, now I'll add the hoof, the tops of the hoof shape. So this will be curved like this. We can put the other one in there, and get these ones drawn in as well. Just like that. So there you go. There's how to draw a horse in a few simple steps. Now I'm going to go and use my marker. I'm going to start on the left side here, and I will marker this in first. So there you go. There's how to draw a horse in a few simple steps. We went in and drew kind of like a gray colored horse, a little bit darker, and then added some shading just to give some visual depth, and then a shadow so it looks like it's standing on some grass. So hopefully you like this video and you want to check out some more videos on our channel. Subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time. Have a good one. Bye.